Hey, I'm 48 years old, 2 girls under 2, 6-pack abs, and I go hard from 4 a.m. till 8 p.m. In this episode, I'm gonna show you the supplements that I actually take and don't take, the nutrition that I follow, the high energy habits that I have, and the workouts that I do. You're gonna love this. My name is Ballantyne. I'm the host of Early to Rise Radio, and it's been a while since I dropped an episode on how to have more energy, be super healthy, and make the time to grow your business. Listen, my secrets are shockingly simple, and I want you to share this video with as many people as possible who think that being healthy and being an entrepreneur is complicated or impossible, because it's not. It actually can be done in minutes per day, and that will give you back hours per day of energy and focus so that you can dominate in business and in life. Now, the last thing I'll say before we jump into the information is that it doesn't matter about the hour that you get up. Just because I get up early in the morning doesn't mean that you need to go from getting up at 7 a.m. to 4:30 or 5 a.m. Don't join the 5 a.m. club if it's not right for you. You need to do a little bit of self-reflection and introspection to find the best time of day for you. The time of day when you have your magic time, when you're most productive, creative, and energetic. And then make sure that you're awake, energetic, and alert and focused during that time so that you triple your productivity. Now, here are some other ways that are going to allow you to be more focused and energized. Let's start with the diet. If you want to lose weight, diet is far more important than exercise. And this comes from a guy who made his money and his millions teaching people workouts. But it doesn't matter how hard you work out, you cannot out-train a bad diet. Think about Thanksgiving or Christmas time, right? Everybody eats so much and so many people go to the gym the next day trying to burn off those calories. It's impossible. You are insane if you think that an hour in the gym is going to burn off an hour at the Thanksgiving table. It does not work that way. You can eat 3,000, 4,000, even 5,000 calories at a simple Thanksgiving dinner. It would take you 10 hours at 500 calories per hour to burn 5,000 calories. So you cannot out-train a bad diet. Instead, what you need to focus on is consistency. Eating well every single day, enjoying some stuff along the way. But if you eat well every single day, you're going to bring your body fat down. You're going to have energy throughout the day. Now, what I do is very simple. I follow a diet uniform. I eat most of the same thing every single day. It's very simple. I get up in the morning, very early, about 4 o'clock. I drink water for a bit. And then after about an hour I've been up, I have an iced coffee because it's too much noise to make a regular coffee. So I just use iced coffee and I like it. I have an iced coffee, a protein bar, and walnuts. Walnuts have healthy fats. Protein bar has protein. That's my first snack of the day. And then I work for another hour and a half till my family gets up. Then we have family time. Then we go for a walk. So we get outside in the sunshine as quickly as possible early in the day, because that sets your circadian rhythm up so that it's easier for you to fall asleep at night. If you are just under the artificial lights all day long, you will not have a good sleep at night. So you need to get real sunshine as quickly as possible early in the day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. That will reset your circadian rhythm. So we do a walk. That's not a workout. That's just movement that your body needs. And you need to move more than you're moving right now. You need to move a lot every hour, get a couple of walks in. That's just for your health, not for your body fat. Then come back and we have a family green smoothie time. So my little 2-year-old calls them Moonies, and we make a little Moonie for the family of very simple. It doesn't have, I'm not one of those people who have 19,000 supplements. I don't have a pill box. I don't have a supplement full or a cupboard full of supplements. Back in the day, I tried all sorts of things, and the research just isn't there to convince me that I need to be loading up on pills every single day. I take a look at my family history. I take a look at my consistency, and I keep it simple. So in our smoothie, our Moonie, we have very simple. It's coconut water, it's ice cubes, it's a banana, it's spinach, and it's protein. Right now we're using Quest protein. We like it. Nothing fancy about it. My friend Bedros Keuilian has Truline. We use that protein powder as well. And sometimes we use Vital Protein, it's collagen. I don't think it actually makes a difference, so I'm probably going to stop using it because it hasn't made any of my joint pain go away. But that's it. We have the smoothie. The girls have avocado toast. I might have some of my wife's protein pancakes that she makes for our kids. I might have some of that. That's my second meal. Onward. Then I do some work, then I go to the gym. I'll talk about my workouts in a bit. Then I come back from the gym, and then that's when I'll have usually steak and vegetables, and either sweet potato or rice, whatever we have in the house. Now, what we do for a lot of our meals is we have a meal prep service. And meal prep services are simple, they're fast, they're cost efficient, they're effective. We still make a lot of our own food, but having the meal prep service just is a game changer. There's no reason for you to eat poorly. There's no reason for you to spend an hour going out to a fast food joint, sitting in the drive-thru, getting crappy food, and then going home or going to the office when you can use a meal prep service. There's Icon meals that ship nationwide in the United States. We use just a local service, and there's going to be plenty through your gym or just, Google your city and meal prep service. You're going to find somebody. Another thing that I find is that, like discipline and success in morning routines and productivity, the success comes through subtraction. You can add more pills to your diet. You can add more green juices. You can add ginger turmeric shots that sting your throat. But if you're still eating French fries, if you're still drinking soda, if you're still smoking cigarettes, those things are way worse than any good food can be good. So you have to have success through subtraction. Look at what you're eating right now. What's making you tired? What meals are you eating that are leaving you so fatigued 2 hours later that you have to fall asleep? You have to look at what you need to eliminate from your diet and then cut that back to 5 or 10% of your total intake during the week. Treat yourself once in a while, but you need consistency with the right foods and tossing the junk to the curb. It's called junk food for a reason, because it belongs in the garbage. So keep it out as much as possible. And how do you do that? It's through, just like when you want to improve your productivity, you have to do self-reflection and introspection over the day, going, wow, when do I have the most energy? Oh, it's at 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, that's when I need to be doing my hardest tasks and not checking my email. Self-reflection and introspection allows cause and effect, the scientific method. So you can have, when I do this happens. If you do that for your diet, you will choose the right foods. If you do that for your time and productivity, you will choose better activities at the right time of day that allow you to be more focused. If you are super focused at 6 in the morning, but that's when you go to the gym to work out, that's the bad use of your time. You should be working on your number one project, your most important task, the hardest thing at 6 o'clock in the morning when you have the greatest mental energy, not doing your workout. You ain't a pro athlete, you're an entrepreneur, and you need to be focusing. So self-reflection and introspection will set you free. It will show you what you should be eating, what you shouldn't be eating, so that you can then build your own custom diet. You shouldn't be following somebody else's diet. You need to find what's right for you. So when you get your nutrition right, you will have more energy, you will lose body fat, and you will be in the best shape and best health of your life. It is more important than anything else that you do. But let's move on to exercise, which is, the thing that I was obsessed with for many, many years. But I've realized over time that you can get a lot of benefits, health benefits, from a small amount of exercise. Now, you should be moving, which I consider different than exercise, very often. But when it comes to like workouts, you don't need a lot of workout time. You only need 15 minutes twice per week to make the most basic strength gains. So if you're an older person, I'm 48, if you're older than I am and you haven't done exercise, 2 sessions of 15 minutes of strength training will really give you a ton of results. If you're younger and you want to become Arnold, obviously you have to train 5-6 days per week. You have to train for an hour, hour and a half if you want to be a bodybuilder. But you don't want to be a bodybuilder. That's not what you're watching this video for. So we want to go for the minimal effective dose. We want to have the optimal workouts. We want to do that. If you go back in time, 2001, when I started my online business, I was selling turbulence training programs, 3 sessions per week of resistance training, supersets, and interval training. You get it done in 30 to 45 minutes, 3 times per week. And we had thousands and thousands of people lose body fat, lose amazing amounts of body fat. And that was back in the day when everyone thought you had to go to the gym and do an hour of cardio. You don't. That is ridiculous. You don't need cardio to lose fat, because it's nutrition that helps you change your body. So we switch over to that. I do a lot more mobility work these days because I sit in front of the computer, my shoulders get rounded. I will have shoulder problems if I don't do a lot of mobility work. So that's why I talk about getting up and moving around as much as possible. So my biggest shift in my own training is less hard, intense resistance training and more mobility training, which allows me to still do jujitsu at a decent, well, I'm a beginner, right? But I can decently move around with younger men, mobile wise. I can get into weird positions. It looks like I have flexibility, but it's mobility. And I'm able to play with my kids. I'm able to do the things with my kids that, most people who are 35 years old can't do because they're overweight and don't have mobility. So that is the focus, longevity. If you want my workouts, you can go and watch so many of my workout videos for free on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com/Seth CB Athletics. And you will find some of my videos that have been watched nearly 10 million times on YouTube. Free videos to take you through from beginner to advanced. So that is my gift to the world. Everything that I used to sell in my old business, almost all of it is available for free on YouTube. Now we're gonna move into something you didn't expect me to talk about, which is breathing. So in 2006, when I was just about 30 years old, I had anxiety attacks. And I had anxiety attacks that sent me to the emergency room for many reasons. I was a binge drinker, I was introverted, but I didn't know how to breathe, which is crazy, right? Here I was, 30 years old. I should be a champion breather, right? I've been breathing for 30 years, but I was doing it all wrong. I was sitting at my desk like this. And when you're hunched over, you breathe from your upper chest, short, shallow breaths, right? You can't do a big breath when you're over like that. And when you do that, short and shallow, you blow off extra carbon dioxide, which increases adrenaline in your body, which contributes to anxiety. So I had to learn how to do like yoga breathing. I did yoga, meditation, qigong, tai chi, all of those things where you learn how to breathe from your belly, fill that up, long exhales. And so if you are stressed out, start with 4-second inhale, 6-second exhale. Do that 6 times, and in 1 minute, you will have calmed yourself down. You need to switch your nervous system from the sympathetic flight or fight nervous system over to the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms you down. So by doing that, whether you do meditation, whether you do yoga, whether you do Tai Chi, whether you do any of those things, which I didn't like any of them, but I made them part of my lifestyle. It's that deep breathing and exhale. In fact, the best thing that you can do is you can go to dailymoneyattraction.com, dailymoneyattraction.com. That will redirect you to a YouTube video from one of my coaches, Gavin McHale. And Gavin will teach you how to breathe properly and attract more money into your life, all in one 10-minute video. So you get the best of both worlds there. You can also do guided meditations. I do a lot of those on YouTube. Sarah Raymond from The Mindful Movement is one of my favorite. Absolutely awesome. You can do this just while you're walking. Go out and breathe, put your hands up so you get your chest elevated, your shoulders back. It's different than when you're sitting at your desk. Breathing, slow breathing, calm yourself down, get out in nature, get some sunshine. That's what you need in your life. That's what you need in your life, probably as much, if not more, than another green juice. So that's the breathing side of things. Next, we need to get daily routines because your body likes consistency. Your body wants to see you eat generally the same things at the same time every single day. Get up at the same time, go to bed at the same time, drink the same amount of water every day. Your body wants routine and consistency. And when it does that, you will benefit from greater energy. One of the things that I did when I was younger that had a shockingly amazing result for me and my energy was I started going to bed at the same time every night and getting up at the same time every day, 7 days a week. Wow, now it's 365 days of the year. And when I did that, that was the greatest boost to my all-day energy compared to nutrition or exercise. Even it was better than the two of them combined. Now, I did that at the age of 30 when I was still a personal trainer, right after the anxiety attacks. I had heard this information from one of my mentors for like 5 years, and I was like, boring, stupid, not going to do that. But it probably contributed to my anxiety because I'd go to bed really late some nights. I'd get up really late some days. I wouldn't fall asleep the next night. I'd be stressed out. So the next time you have a boring 2 week or 3 weeks on your schedule, maybe early in January or February when not much is going on, go to bed at the same time every single night. Get up at the same time every single day for a stretch of 14 to 21 days, and you will feel amazing from that. Now, in order to get to bed on time, most people struggle with that. You need the reverse alarm. That's where the alarm goes off an hour before you go to bed. You turn off your electronics. And when you're able to do that, you're able to get to bed on time. That is the keystone habit to being productive, because most people struggle with what? Snoozing, right? You get up in the morning, you hit snooze, 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, you get out of bed late. Now you're rushing around all crazy. You can't make a good breakfast. You drink too much caffeine, you eat too much sugar, and the rest of the day is shot because you screwed up your wake-up time. And you screwed up your wake-up time because you screwed up getting to bed on time the night before. So when you stop screwing your go-to-bed time up, you use the reverse alarm, you get to bed on time. It's the keystone habit that puts everything else in place so that you can be successful. If you haven't read my Perfect Day Formula book, go back and read the chapter called 10-3-2-1-0. That is the sleep formula. 10 hours before bed, you stop caffeine. Because caffeine's going to keep you up at night. It's going to wire you, keep you alert, get all those thoughts running through your mind, racing through your mind late at night, and you can't sleep. So 10 hours before bed, stop caffeine. Okay, talking about sleep now, my little girl, Sophia, was having a few things to say in the background there. And so she wanted to give you the sleep formula that's in my book, The Perfect Day Formula, the 10-3-2-1-0 formula. So I'm going to share that, okay? And you're going to go upstairs and have a nap. So the 10-3-2-1-0 formula that gives you a great amount of sleep goes like this. 10 hours before bed, you stop all caffeine intake. Because caffeine, it'll get you alert. And it gets all those thoughts racing through your mind all night long, so you can't fall asleep. So 10 hours before bed, it's scientifically proven that you need to stop your caffeine intake 10 hours before your bedtime. So if your reverse alarm is going off at 10 p.m. at night, no more caffeine after 12 p.m. Then we have the number 3. 3 hours before bed, no more alcohol and no more heavy meals, because both of those affect your sleep. You might think, oh man, I have a beer or a glass of wine before bed, it helps me fall asleep. Yeah, but then you wake up tired the next day because research shows you don't get into good deep sleep. So yeah, sure, you fall asleep, it takes the edge off, whatever, but you don't sleep well. And then the next night, the next day, you're super tired and things don't go well and then you can't fall asleep the next night and it's a bad cycle. Get out of it. The reason why I stopped drinking completely, total, is because in 2021, I started wearing an Oura ring and I was down to drinking like maybe once a month, maybe twice a month, 1 drink. Sometimes once in a blue moon, I'd have 2 drinks. And I remember I was out with Jason Capital in Newport Beach, California. And we went out and I had a Black Russian. That was my drink of choice back in the day. And I was with Michelle, my wife, who had quit drinking during COVID. And that night, I slept poorly. I looked at my Oura ring. I was in bed for 7 hours. It showed that I had 5 hours of sleep. I was exhausted all day long. It felt like I was hungover because I slept so poorly from 1 drink. And that was the day that I quit. And research shows that alcohol totally impairs your sleep. If you're going to drink, it's got to be at least 3 hours before bed. Preferably just don't drink. If you want great sleep, don't drink. If you don't care about your sleep, ignore me. But if you don't care about your sleep, you wouldn't be watching this video and you wouldn't want to be successful. So get rid of the booze. Now, 2 hours before bed, stop all work, right? You don't need to be working right up until bedtime. That is going to just get you all fired up. You know, someone's going to send you an email right before bed and you're going to be like, I got to go send a reply back. No. So you stop 2 hours before bed so you can start winding down. Then 1 hour before bed, you set the reverse alarm and you have the reverse alarm go off. So the reverse alarm goes off an hour before you need to be asleep. And then when that reverse alarm goes off, you turn off all the electronics so you don't have the stimulation from your phone, your computer, your television, and that allows you to start calming down. And then you do other calming activities like read, take a bath, do meditation, all that sort of stuff, breathing. You get your lunch prepared for tomorrow, your nutrition, all your Mooney ingredients for your morning smoothie. And that way you're able to fall asleep because you're chill, you're calm, you get to bed on time. And that's the keystone habit that allows you to get up and be productive the next day. Now, that's a lot of information. If you're brand new to being energetic and healthy, that is a lot. But again, we're keeping it as simple as possible. And even if you're not brand new and you're high level at this stuff, there's going to be some tips in there that will simplify your life and allow you to take your health and energy to the next level as you grow your business. And you need this. It's absolutely essential for you to grow your business because you need to have more energy to deal with all the things that are going to be thrown at us as entrepreneurs, especially in this crazy year. So the last thing I will say to this is, you're probably wondering, how the heck do I stick to this? How do I make this matter? And at the end of the day, it all comes down to your values and vision, because your values and vision are going to drive every daily decision for the rest of your life. If family matters the most to you, you will make the sacrifices to eat better. I want to be able to run around with my kids and swim and play. I'm an older man. I'm 48 years old right now. When they're 10, I'm going to be nearly 60. So I need to get myself mobile, athletic. I need to stay that way. I need to have high energy. I need to eat right. I need to be as healthy as possible to keep up with those young kids, because they are my values and vision, and they drive every daily decision. I do these long mobility workouts before I do my regular workout. I don't do crazy exercises that might hurt me. I do my regular walks with the family. I do all of these things so that I am living my values and vision, and I'll be able to do the things in 10 years that I want to do, because I'm not sacrificing long-term for short-term gains. And I've kicked the booze to the curb, so I sleep well, and so on and so forth. So if you don't know how to stick to it, it's because you haven't created your values and vision, which I will show you how to do in my Perfect Day Formula book. So grab the Perfect Day Formula book to create your values and vision, and also use that 10-3-2-1-0 sleep formula, and also build the routine that your body needs, your mind needs, so that you have more energy to dominate in business and in life. My name is Craig Ballantyne, host of Early to Rise Radio. Thanks for tuning in to the ultimate health and energy blueprint for the entrepreneur. Please share this with other entrepreneurs who need to make a change in their life so that they can grow their business and have better health and energy too. All right, we'll see you in the next episode.